This is Jenny Christensen with Friendly Podcasts, brought to you by the Friends Council on Education.
In this podcast, Amy Ward Brimmer, Director of Outreach and Development for FCE, tells the story of her own love affair with Friends Education.
Hi. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about what Friends Education means to me personally. I do work here at Friends Council on Education as Director of Outreach and Development. And my desire to apply for that job and my joy in working here over the last few years is completely tied to what I believe about Friends Education. Quaker schools were not something I ever envisioned sending my children to. I come from a long line of public educators and people who, and I still, of course, have a lot of I sincerely value public education. But when we became Quakers, my family and I started looking at our local Quaker school for high school. And when we took our oldest daughter for the open house, the minute we walked on campus, I could feel something energetically in the air. And it wasn't just because there was a big banner welcoming us. But the first thing that I noticed on this campus was about 25 backpacks sitting in a circle in the middle of the plaza. And all the kids were in class. And that's the first thing that I noticed, was that people were able to just leave their stuff lying around in the open with no fear of theft. And immediately I thought, okay, this is not your typical school. This is a community. It's not just a place where classes are taught and degrees are earned, but it's actually a community of people. And from that first day, several years into the future, I've been a welcome member of this community, and our second daughter is now at this school. And when it came time to look for a job, and this opportunity arose, I was very enthusiastic about the idea that I could take my passion for this community idea of Friends Education and share it with the wider world. So I really value my job here because I get to talk about how all our schools essentially are like the one that my children go to. Even though in character, in size, in geographic location, they might be quite different, that each of them does have that kernel of Quakerism going on in them that creates a binding community where it's not just your children that are welcome, but family members and everybody in the surrounding community can participate. And I really love being able to tell people about how Friends Council on Education makes that possible.
Thanks for joining us for Friendly Podcasts, brought to you by the Friends Council on Education, produced by Jenny Christensen at Strategy for Growth.